Hey, 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 hey. I want to tell you something. You, my friend, are special. Remember, every day of your life, you are special. No matter who tries to fuck with you, you remember, there ain't nobody just like you. You are special, my friend. Assalamu alaikum. Get that out of the way. Peace be with you. Peace be unto you. This is a Sekova instrument. I've done all kinds of Sekovas. I believe I've done at least 3. I think I had a Dulcimer made by Sekova also at one point. They always seem to be pretty nice instruments. Looks like it was made by Araya, maybe. In Korea, maybe Japan. I don't really know. It's that sort of, 929 mold. Where it's got the trapeze and the floating bridge. Blah, blah, blah. Can't really see too much wrong with it other than some tuner problems. It's got like a tuner missing here. Ooh. I break my foot. And, of course, it's missing the bridge. So, we're going to have to remedy that. Figure out what we're doing, right? Do it. And enjoy the journey, right? So, I'm going to post some links below to the other Sekova instruments. Get a bit more history. I'll give you a brief history. U.S. Musical Merchandisers, New York, New York. They own the Sekova trademark. I think it started around the 50s. And the tail end of the 60s, 70s, they started like eking out of there. That's it, man. That's all you really need to know. You can look below for more information about Sekova. And I'm going to flip you around. I don't want to waste too much of your time this week. You know what I mean? I talk so much. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. Remember, you're special. God damn it. You're special. Remember that. I'm going to flip you around. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is good to see this. These usually get busted the fuck up. I always say that. Missing the bridge, which kind of sucks. Really a bummer, man. It's got the water slide decal rosette, which is kind of bogus, too. Bogus, man. Bogus. We don't know what the model number is. This is probably the worst Sekova that we've had yet. All the other Sekova show is pretty tight. It's definitely made by Araya, it looks like. What does this say? Oh, we can't tell. Korea. This is that sticker, I can tell it's Korea. I can tell by these tuners, too. It's like Korea. I don't know, maybe it is Japan. I mean, I'm being a pessimist. Being an eternal pessimist. Don't know. Let's have to look online to see if we can find an example like it that's got a sticker and tag like that. That'll be over the Learning Laboratory. I want to find out also about this. So let's do some research. I like to do my research. Figure out what we're going to do in the bridge. You know what I mean? What it looked like. Blah, blah, blah. You know the drill, right? Drill it into your head. I'll see you in the Learning Laboratory. Welcome to the Learning Laboratory. So, I thought it was the S1K. It's Korean, right? And I wanted me to have a bridge like this. Right? This bridge right here. But this doesn't really fit the base of the bridge. In this S1Ks, the headstock was different. I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Because I don't want to just leave you in the lurch, right? See that? This is actually painted on. Ours has a badge. Although it does have this exact same sticker. And ours has the dugout, you know what I'm saying, accoutrements. Looks more like the 7-1K to me, man. This is the 7-1K. This is made in Japan. But this is like a finer instrument. It has this exact same bridge that ours has, though. See this? It has the badge. Looks like it actually has mother of pearl inlays where ours are painted on. This will even be a real rosette. And this has like a nicer sort of Harmony 929 style tailpiece. But this is the footprint of the actual bridge. So I think it might be like a last ditch Japanese instrument that we're working with right now. I'm going to try this bridge on it. You know what I mean? If not, I have this bridge right here, which is like a AliExpress kind of thing. It might be a little too tall. You know what I mean? This is a lot shorter than that. I don't really know what was on there. I don't have a lollipop one on hand right now. But you know what I mean? If this is too short, you know what I mean? We'll put this guy on there. And this is the exact stock for the S1K. actually an older one, man. This is the Japanese model because it has the actual slotted screws on it. So let's do it up, you know what I mean, and use the bridge for the S1K. You know what I mean? This is the old Sekova one, where it actually has our tailpiece and everything. A little bit better shot of it. So I'll see you in the laboratory, because we got other things to do than just talk about this goddamn tailpiece, right? Going back to the laboratory. Sorry, I got some gabagool in my mouth. I don't like talking when I got gabagool in my mouth. Hear that? He doesn't like talking when he's got gabagool in his mouth. Give him some respect, eh? So this instrument still has a plastic film on this little tailpiece, man. You can see a little bit more apparent over here, man. That's air apparent, son. Anyway, now that we solved the riddle of this, see how the footprint's long and strong? Or wide and stout. We're going to have to make it wide and stout, unless it's a little bit too short. Paint it on. Looks like they're actually glued on. You see that? They're actually glued on. So it could have been like mother of pearl, mother of toilet seat glued on too. We don't ever know, man. This seems to be a nice little chunk of rosewood, though. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, this is definitely of the jerked off nature. Let's pull this, you know what I mean? I don't even think we have to pull this off. We might just be able to put this guy right on. I got it, you know what I mean? Yeah, these beans are kind of the same looking, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if this will fit. See if we can get it on there without having to take it off, you know what I'm saying? This guy fits on there. I found this guy just on the countertop a second ago and it fits in there perfectly. It's a little fake Clouson piece, man. Clouson ponies. So let's try to just get this guy on there and see if we don't have to take this off, man. Hey. Photograph it, huh? You got any kind of credentials? I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding, man. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. See you in a second. See that? It went right on there. Went right on there like it should, man. No problems. So in like 37 years, it'll look just like this one. Nobody will know anything. But until that time, handle it from this side, right? Anyway, let's try to peel this little paint off, man. That's the only real, you know what I mean? There's a couple scratches on it, but that's like the only thing I can see that I really have to do to this now. You know what I'm saying? Now we're home free. You know what I'm saying, Charles? Not too much work to do. Let's try to get this off. It's a big, thick glob of paint. See you in a second. You see it? It came right off. This little residue. That's because I'm shining the light right at it. Got a piece of magic erase sponge. We're going to take a little bit of this furniture polish. Sort of, you know what I mean? Use a sponge, and then we're going to spray the whole thing with furniture polish and just clean it up. Let's get a little cleanly there, William. Then we'll move into the other actions that we need to do, right? See when we're all super spiffy. Alright, look how clean that is, man. This is furniture polish at its finest, man. You know what I'm saying? Look how sheeny it is. Pretty sure it's Japanese. This doesn't have the label. Most of the Japanese ones have a label, so Japanese because of this and the fact that it's missing a label. So it is probably the 715. Anyhow, does not matter. We have it nice and clean now. These early Japanese poly jobs, you don't really need to do anything other than that. But let's take a little furniture marker, a black one, go around here. Also, look, we cleaned that off perfectly where the paint was. And there was some latex paint on the front here. And we totally just came right off with just furniture polish. So we'll do a little bit of furniture marker on that too. You know what I'm saying? Nice and clean for the people. Nice and clean for the people. Now let's doctor it up, man. Right? Doctor it up a little bit. See the mermaids. Now, it's much better. A little bit of marker, right? Rarely tell there was any kind of damage. Paint, everything. You know what I'm saying? It looks great. I mean, there's a big nick down there, so we didn't bother putting anything near there, but you just want to, like, take care of the face of these old instruments, really. Because these cheeseball ones are being sought out by, like, the older generation now. You know what I mean? They put on their wall. They're not going to play it again. Like, that's the guitar I got when I was 15, back in 77. Back when I was knee deep in snuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that being known, this is feeling like a piece of felt or something. It's horrible. So let's try to like put a little bit of paste wax on there, man. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like it's dry. It just feels like it's like not good. You know what I mean? This was made a little comfortable. There's no fretwear at all. Zero fretwear. Everything is like totally smooth, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry, daddy. Let's put it on. I'll come back to you at that moment. There it is. It's a little bit, you know what I mean, sealed in. Feels somewhat better, you know what I mean? It's alright now, you know what I mean? It's a little bit better. I like things to be like perfect, and sometimes trying to like polish a turd, you just get a lot of shit on your hands. Anyway, so we have it really polished down here, you know what I mean, on the ends, because this originally had a wooden bridge. We're going to use one of those plastic ones, sort of like a, you know what I'm saying? This is like, you know, a fantasy model kind of a thing, but nobody's going to notice because it's such a rare bird, you know what I mean? People won't bat an eye seeing this bridge on there, like, oh yeah, that's, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It could be Japanese, could be Korean, you know what I mean? Who knows, man? Instead of really extra lights, I got a whole bunch of these a while ago, you know what I mean? I just haven't even broken into them because I, you know what I mean? Just been putting like coppers on, these rainbow strings. I want to hear like an old-fashioned sound in our glamour shots for today, you know what I mean? It's beautiful October, feeling of fall, you know, it's finally feeling like fall, right? Don't you feel like falling? I'll see you at fall in the glamour shots. 1, 2, and 3. There it is. Is it an early S1K or late 715? The hallmarks, the bells and whistles, sort of, you know what I mean? No label. It's got this badge. Points to Japan, right? For these tuners, this sticker here and this sticker here are leading in gold. See that? See a little E, right? That points to Korea. Where is it? I don't really know. I don't think we'll ever be able to really conclusively say, you know, unless we actually find an exact one with that sticker intact, you know. Till that day, it's one or the other. As for what does it sound like, well, I'll show you. Not very good. 9 times out of 10, you string up these old guitars that haven't been, you know, haven't been played in 40 years, and they're like, oh, now I see why it's been out of commission for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Usually the good ones stay in commission. You know what I'm saying? Just the way it goes. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Another generation preserves the little plastic. You know what I'm saying? Good on you, mate. And now, we'll do Hark the Angels, right? Peace be with you. Let's hear it. And here it is, man. Early 70s Sekova, possibly from Japan, possibly from Korea. Maybe even from 69, man. Let's say 69 to 72. That's my guesstimate. So, let me tell you a little story myself. I remember around 1985, 1984, going to the Seaview Square Mall. Downstairs, there's a store called Record World. Upstairs, there was a store called Record Town. Record World became the Wall. This is when it was still the Record World, right? I remember my mom and I went there, my brother too, and they had all kinds of like country records, country music records, for like 28 cents a piece. This is when they're trying to expand, you know, their space for cassettes and compact discs, you know, and mid-80s. They're trying to downstock all the records, you know. Now, my mom and dad growing up were like very light country fans. I remember in the early days, my father liked Glenn Campbell. My mother had a couple of John Denver discs. You know what I'm saying? Like light country stuff. And in like the late 70s, my mom got a Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits record. And I remember, we listened to that over and over again, you know. And then Eddie Rabbitt came out with Love a Rainy Night. And Eddie Rabbitt was from Jersey, you know. And we were like, yeah, Eddie Rabbitt, yeah, Eddie, you know. And danced around my house listening to Love a Rainy Night many times, you know. Riding My Life Away, whatever that song was called, you know. Rest in peace, Eddie Rabbitt. But this particular day, my mom's like, ooh, you know, records? 28 cents a piece. She got like all kinds of Alabama records, the Oak Ridge Boys. I forget who else. Some other country, like Randy Travis, I believe, maybe. A whole bunch of like records. And then Ronnie Millsap's Greatest Hits. That disc had, like, you know what I mean, some effect on me, man. That's effect with an A, an affectation on me. Well, you could walk out on me tonight if you feel that I ain't doing it right. But darling, there ain't no getting over me. I'll be the sign if we got to pay. I'll be the villain that is out of the way. I'll be the song on the radio. I'll be the reason that you tell the boys no. Don't you know you can tell everybody we're through. You might even believe it's true. We're dogging, there ain't no getting over me. Every breath you take, every move you make, every breath you take, every move. Honey Lane. Hey man, he was blind too, so as a kid you're like, wow man, this was blind. Back in those days, you know what I mean, being blind, like, you know what I mean, able to be a musician, to me was incredibly incredible, man. So, hey, Ronnie Millsap, wash those hands, brother, man. Another great man. Oh, great. Peace be with you. See you next time. Yeah, next time. Hey, happy fall. Halloween's coming around. Woo!